Hi there. We are continuing our study of the vowels of English by taking up the 8 diphthongs in the language. And here they are. Ear, ear, tear, from the eyes. Remember, tear, from the eyes, the liquid from the eyes. This is very important. I'll tell you why later. Beer, that's the alcohol you drink. Near, dear, and fear. Please note the pronunciation of T-E-A-R, which refers to the liquid from the eyes. This is very pertinent since the other T-E-A-R is not pronounced as tear. Yes, it has a different pronunciation. We'll get there. The next diphthong is A. A. It's in take, break, date, steak, made, and bake. If you've been pronouncing S-T-E-A-K as steak, you are wrong. It is steak. And you get to see it on the roasted beef hawker's table. Here in Nigeria, we call it suya. Now that's an undeniable delicacy. Yes, tiny bits of meat pushed down a stick. It is called a steak. That's S-T-E-A-K. The next diphthong is I. It's rather easy for us. Buy, why, lie, sigh, guy, fine, night. After I, we have ow. And it's in now, town, loud, round, and down. Now, those of us who are fond of giving their friends a shout out should watch it. What you give them is a shout out. That's loose English for a greeting. Also, the thing can never be rand. No, rand is the South African currency. What you mean is it is round. Ow. Next among the diphthongs is O. Watch this. O. Not L, nor O. It's just O. O. It's in no, toe, go, low, tho, so, and do. Now, there is no O in English. It is in the Nigerian languages, Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa. In fact, all Nigerian languages, but never in English. What English has is O. And that takes us back to the interference we mentioned in a past episode. Just because African and of course Nigerian languages have O, when we meet O in English, we tend to render it as O. O. That's interference. Please make O, O. That's English. The next diphthong is air, 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 bear, bear, tear. Listen carefully to this. Tear, tear, to pull apart or to rip apart is tear. Don't tell us that you will tear it. No, you don't tear it. You tear it. You tear it. You tear it apart. You don't tear it. Tear is what comes from the eyes when you cry. Okay? The next words that fit in here are fair, care, pear, what you eat, pear, P-E-A-R, is pear. And then air. We'll elaborate, on that later. Yeah, we need to talk at length at this point concerning what we just mentioned. Since we've got to the second T-E-A-R, we mentioned it earlier. It is tear. It is tear. Here's a conversation. Mr. Jacob, should we bring these along? Yes, I'm asking Mr. Jacob, should we bring these along? And he answers me, oh no, you can tear them up. You can tear them up. What you already have will do. You can tear them up. Not you can tear them up. You can tear them up. Again, remember that T-E-A-R has two different pronunciations. Tear, from or in the eyes when you cry, and tear, when you rip something apart. Bear this in mind, it's very important. And the P-E-A-R, you eat, is pronounced as pear, not pear. If it is pear, you must be talking about P-E-E-R, pear. A good example is in peer group. But if it is what is eaten, it is pear. Now I know what you're thinking. Yes, it is pronounced the same way as pear in he has a pair of shoes. So, whether it is P-A-I-R or P-E-A-R, it is pronounced the same way, pear. Now you know. The next diphthong, oi, really shouldn't present a lot of difficulty in pronunciation. I should think so. So, for oi, we have oil, oil, noise, foil, coil, joy, roy, and toy. Just try to move away from oil, if I may be permitted to write it this way. It is oil industry, oil industry. Don't make it oil industry, oil industry, oil industry. No. Lastly, we have the diphthong, oa, oa, and it's in tour, tour. Usual, that's after the S. Actual, that's after the ch. Moor, moor. Here's a sentence. Did you say he's in the metropolis? No, he lives in the moors. He lives in the moors. That's all for now. Diphthongs when we meet again. Goodbye.